Hey, good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, May the 29th. May is just about over. Wow. And today's reading is from Daniel chapter 4, verses 1 through 27. I don't know about you, but I love a good God story. I used to call them testimonies, but we'll call it a God story. And it's told from the perspective of a Gentile king by the name of Nebuchadnezzar. Try saying his name really fast. 3 or 4 times. Let's see how you do. Nebuchadnezzar. And I love this whole chapter. It's just an amazing story of God's sovereignty. Nebuchadnezzar tells the story himself. This is from his perspective. This is in the first person. And as you read today's scriptures, you're going to see that the sovereign hand of God is all over the place in his life, because you can't make this stuff up. First of all, we have a dream that God himself gives Nebuchadnezzar. It's a dream that sort of frightens him. It's a dream that he's really curious about, and so he brings in Daniel, his trusted advisor, and he says, "Can you tell me what this dream means? Because you've done this before." And apparently, it's about a tree which provides abundant fruit, shelter, food for birds and beasts of all kinds. Apparently, it's a huge tree, and the tree represents the huge kingdom that Nebuchadnezzar is ruling over. And of course, this all goes to Nebuchadnezzar's head. He likes the fact that he rules over this great kingdom. That makes him extremely excited. And Daniel, of course, has this. He knows all about Nebuchadnezzar's insatiable desire to think of himself as godlike. This dream and its interpretation only seemed to exacerbate his already growing admiration of himself. And all of this greatness stuff, of course, was going to his head. So God was simply trying to get his attention. He was trying to help Nebuchadnezzar, graciously, by the way, I'll say this, graciously trying to help Nebuchadnezzar realize that you are not God, mister. I am. I'm the one who gave you this kingdom, and I'm the one who can take this away. And I've chosen you to reveal this to. It's kind of cool. Well, Nebuchadnezzar didn't get it. And then comes this warning from Daniel in verses 24 through 27. You're going to be reading this today. It's fascinating. Verses 24 through 27 says this: "This is the interpretation, O king, and this is the decree the Most High has issued against my lord the king. You will be driven away from people and will live with the wild animals. You will eat grass like cattle and be drenched with the dew of heaven. 7 times will pass over you," that's 7 years, by the way, "for you until you acknowledge that the Most High is sovereign over the kingdoms of men and gives them to anyone he wishes. Nebuchadnezzar, I'm going to teach you a lesson about my sovereignty." And as you're going to find out tomorrow, as you read tomorrow's lesson, he gets it. Finally, he gets it. So God is sovereign. This is the point I think we want to make today. God is sovereign and is in control of kings, rulers, dictators, prime ministers, and presidents. Their lives and their administrations or reigns are under the direct control of God. Never forget that. He raises them up into power and he takes them out of power. He does as he pleases. Never forget that God is in control of governments. He really, truly is. And we're going to leave Nebuchadnezzar in his 7 years of insanity for today. Well, actually, that's going to be tomorrow, but we'll read what he actually says once he comes out of his insane stupor. But what he says is absolutely profound. Speaking of God being under control of rulers and leaders, our lead pastor is doing his best to determine God's will for the future of our church, which I really appreciate. And he wants to see more people find and follow Jesus in our region. And so for that reason, we are... Pastor Josh has encouraged the leadership of our church to get behind an initiative to plant a church in Chico, to do some more intensive work in Chico, or not Chico, but in Magalia and Paradise and Oroville. Not that we're going to plant churches there. Maybe we will someday, but not now. Our target right now for planting a church is Chico. But we really need prayers. We really need you to be praying for Pastor Josh and the leadership of our church. Please pray that our sovereign God guides us in this new adventure we're on. That's what I'm asking you to do. So, hey, thanks for listening. Thanks for praying. Have a great day. Talk to you later.